Oh, tell me when to start. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, okay.
Welcome to the grand opening, to the most marvelous. There's much more to this than flesh, bone, breath, and cartilage. Stand in awe, never follow in the footsteps of tyrants who barely crawl. More like get pissed off, get raw. Trailblaze the road less traveled, enthralled in fireball. Heed this call, avoid downfall. Hurdle them petty obstacles, recklessly brawl. I wanna see the tears in your eyes. The struggle to uplift steadies your rise. Bear witness to dirt on the fingernails, proves you strive. Massage the scars on your chest, it shows you survive. I've come to realize you can thrive on this constant vibe for our lives. Be smart, be wise. Your highs are still lows to those above you. Let this motivation touch you. Complacent with any amount of success is a crutch too. Have you come a long way? Never mind, there's still much to do. Unite with those who don't lie, trust truth. Let your heart just take root in those who love you. And if you bust rude, irrelevant disputes against this come correct, righteous, just crew, then fuck you. This abusively hip goon embarks on a futile trip, attempting in vain to equip these dim-wit dumb shit idiots. Slave-minded niggas with the other two fits. Those less than a man, mind you. Those wolves in sheep's clothing find you. If you stagger among the flock, loathing blind to the rabid fangs roving behind you. Inherit the legacy of a black panther, domesticated but still infuriated. Declawed in pain, the race fist rejuvenated, reinvigorated. The party's over here reinstated. The whirlwind speed of the zeitgeist Zeppelin. Like-minded generation with motivation swiftly crept in. Smack dab in the middle. Monkeys in between material ambition. Mystic intuition, the black star silver lining condition to the dark cloud dredging up acts of contrition. The healing process is a slow one. Any act of love should never be rushed. Don't blush, just grow, hun. Hobo poets with a twist of supernova, Casanova, egotistical Jehovah's, resting on a train of thought. Where do we go from here? Think it over.
Sound the trumpet.
Gods are jealous.
Sound the trumpet in the wind for the dawn. Give the God to the brave world. A new day is born. Rejoice and celebrate. Morning break fast and spawn. 1,000 rays of light to make your life play on.
The downtrodden hermit focused on purpose at the highest altitude. Die and let die, low self-esteem, defeat this attitude. No urge to resist brings dishonor in the form of elitist gratitude. Not motivated to dispute and has no respect for life, cause life does not respect them. Increase in taxes, lower wages, inflation does not affect them. He's living off the grid, away from the masses, mulling over the things he did in a quote-unquote much happier time. Playing hide and seek with society no one can find. Where he's hid, individual beliefs resurrected. As soon as he worries no more how to keep up with the Joneses, no longer hindered by 10 laws imagined by Moses. Broken chains free from the spiritual hocus pocus. Pays no mind, wastes no time on the signs of Armageddon. He feasts on locusts. The downtrodden hermit focused on second thought and rethinking his approach. Vietnam vet lives in regret, witnessing the rights of citizens encroached. Inch by measly inch, the yoke of oppression takes hold and chokes. The whole world's engrossed, but this lyric water washes off the hoax.
To raise the light.
My physique is just a rental with option to die. I opt to break lease. Machinery should not extend existence. Life insurance not needed. Why shall I insure this wretched world to the innocent unborn? I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it.
I'd rather get shot than fit into this perfect little box. A slot for each of us to rock, then watch. Wearing a lower class that hides a hint of unity tag before puberty, no immunity granted. Branded convict, the conflict, my pigment convicted of traveling space restricted. We built it, the stillness of this torture, culture leaves me perplexed. Subliminal, submissive, indignant messages we must deflect. Black fate taxes off if we get involved. Your world revolves around my revolver, revolving around your leaders' ideals. Norris twitch on index, tight grip on black steel. This infectious attitude will in fact infect, redirect thought. Where you perceive, believe, or change, nothing shall remain the same. Nothing at all, we've been caught, bought, and sold. This infectious attitude will in fact infect, redirect thought. Where you perceive, believe, or change, nothing shall remain the same. Nothing at all, we've been caught, bought, and sold. Knowing your age is mine, but a man never caught party assassinated my granny. My nigga dogs barking at my little sis panties. So how can I not react with a zodiac, methodical, meticulous, method is ridiculous. Point to pro disease, defame, so have you believing there's no reason, no aim, or even that a verse like this exists. I insist and persistent in its resistance. Search, dig beyond the dirt, earth that's truth up its sleeve. Best to believe the tropical breeze gets brutal when he sees Shady Whitey and Blackie with the tighty hidey demon eyes and pigs. Not trying to attack me when I walk about. Minding my own, they got one of my own in a privately owned correctional facility facilitating slavery. Sweatshop, minimum wage, pick your own crops like Corona out the cage. The future never forgave those who turned the other way. One road bank, no thanks, protest on May Day, 1st of May. If I may say, save your parades and votes. I'ma celebrate the day my comrades on rap boats invoke the sea demon and soap. The U.S. coast in their own legal rhetoric, a taste of their own medicine. Weather control, another weapon in the battlefield, I suppose. A cattle feel the savage seal being broken, etched in stone. It's no joke when it snows in tropical zones. Off guard, he got caught, now your newborn lace froze. Hey bro, we might blow the globe before evolution takes its toll. Why solution sold rather than told? Solar energy will free the O2, H2O, agents toxic. Bank out the defective experiment needs to stop it. AC temperament, self-censor with no center focus. Point me, this species not seen its own destruction. Corruption of the innocence, in a sense, man has no sense. There's enough evidence to bring it all to an end. So why judge it, let it be? If I can't be free, I'ma fight to be. I'ma fight. This infectious attitude will in fact infect, redirect thought. Will you perceive, believe will change? Nothing shall remain the same, nothing at all. We've been caught, bought and sold. This infectious attitude will in fact infect, redirect thought. Will you perceive, believe will change? Nothing shall remain the same, nothing at all. We've been caught, bought and sold.
Death is a rumor spread by life. Gregory Corso. Rest in peace. Life goes on, regardless of who's gone. What goes wrong? Endlessly grappling, trying to come to grips with non-existence. Dr. Faustus, never the one to put up resistance to Kevorkian insistence. Euthanasia before the dawn, conclusion of my autumn age. Events well documented on the eulogy page. Some filled with rage, some filled with hatred. All of the above in spite of sin still sacred. What is the eternal secret? No regret. Take it how you want to take it. Do you have any idea how to die for your beliefs? Are you prepared to allow the reaper to issue creeds to your fam and your peeps? I shall travel way beyond counting phantom sheep and allow them to graze on me. Provide them with my selfish sustenance. Recycle, reincarnate into another substance. All in the name of my credence. I must show proof of honor to my antecedents. Simultaneously create prosperity for posterity. When the lights go out, it shall be epiphanous moment of clarity. Watch it flicker, watch it flicker. Watch the callous man's skin get thicker. Watch the wife's sweetheart get bitter. Watch the tears race down the cheek to the finished lip line quiver. The cold carcass deliver shiver. All praises is due to nature's ultimate Indian giver. From his lofty heavens he decides when to beckon your spirit to come hither. Enemies rejoice staring at my motionless figure. They've mistaken my rest in peace as a sign of defeat. It seems the Faust's life cycle is finally complete. They shouldn't view this as a declaration of retreat, but as an indication that one day we shall again meet. Then they'll overstand a suicidal man can't be beat. A suicidal man cannot be beat. Then they'll overstand a suicidal man cannot be beat. Life goes on, regardless of who's gone.
I know it's wrong, but a premature death I cast upon her. She breathes her last breath, whispering words of repent. Words that reset sunk this ship with no relation to the ocean. Her potion potent I kept open. Someday this infidelity guilt will fade. I built this impervious front to see my face. My heart palpitates, bruising my rib cage. Her name jogs through my maze with no escape on replay. We played in this intangible spiritual plane, cosmically in tune, but soon time revealed elusive attributes attributed to those drifting apart. We parted, exclamating distrust. In anguish, silence glance left me to self-destruct. Our sex organs craved each other's touch, but in her clutch, a collage of pictures of who she loved. They all had the entity I used to be. She claimed that change and couldn't see. Emotionally, she made love to heat, and now I envy. A multitude of apologies dispersed into the atmosphere. May the next rain season bring them near. To those cheeks that accommodated tears for weeks, may you receive what you deserve.
You seem different. What's wrong? I don't understand. I'm confused. Why are you acting this way?
Hear the stable sound of my main artery as it pounds against an 8-block thick brick wall. Impervious to distance and disbeliefs, I sidestepped around your pitfall, covered in branches, and now you got beef. Your support plastic burned my skin when it melted. Comrades elastic and I felt it. Courtesy forcefully extended, intended to snap back. When my mind of aspirations amounted to a mount of crap, I laugh or chuckle the rough as the gold crest textile. I'm the end in a crossroad within an infinite sign, so let the animosity animal that prods open your mouth back inside. You got a free ride this tide. Eventually envious minds will collide. My words and actions caught up in a self-destructive cycle within your psyche. Lightly I will take it. You never believe I will leave my fingerprints on the sun. Only there just in case, building a case to justify licking my plate. And now you run from the truth, and I thank you for motivating as I pursue my ultimate goal. I won't reveal frail bodies will collapse, and I know it'll kill you not to know. So I'll keep you around and let my success burn from within slow. Burn you slow, slow. Damn, we should never blame them for taking the easy way out. Easy to take the gift straight from the horse's mouth. Then try to break his spirit most of the time in vain. He who succeeds is genius, he who fails insane.
We should never blame them for taking the easy way out. Easier to take the gift straight from the horse's mouth than
Then try to break his spirit most of the time in vain. He who succeeds is genius, he who fails insane.
I guess I should just let the breeze take me. Let those who would be friends betray me. Those who know me forsake me. Forward towards unknown events, trapped in the empty side of the hourglass. Under the strains of the grains and the rush scuttle quickly, they scour past. I better move on it. Destiny speed supersonic. I've got it. The algorithm to the biorhythm harmonic. I sprint in spite of chronic lower back pains. Ironic, isn't it? They don't have my back and neither do I. The sunrise is dry. It's just us who try. Do our families have faith in us, or do they just lie to comply with our deepest wishes? A mother's dreams for her son relinquishes power to the rightful owner without maliciousness. The love never diminishes. It's just eternal doubt that never finishes. But us three got the master plan. Witness this.
We should never blame them for taking the easy way out. Easy to take the gift straight from the horse's mouth than to try to break his spirit most of the time in vain. He who succeeds is genius, he who fails is insane. We should never blame them for taking the easy way out. Easy to take the gift straight from the horse's mouth than to try to break his spirit most of the time in vain. He who succeeds is genius, he who fails is insane.
about, isn't it? You worked hard to get what you got, didn't you? And you want to keep it just like I do?
Bullshit. It has always been an army occupation here, with police badges and uniforms. Understand, you cannot cage people like animals and not expect them to fight back someday.
There's no turning back. I left my home burning in flames this morning, knowing the day after creates a new day dawning. This is the season of the nonconformist, the arms race where the hair is beaten by the tortoise, more like the bald eagle getting scalped within his fortress. The higher purpose issues, put this in your headline news. The hateful man from Iraq, I rap a long stem of thorns around the heartland of America. Achy breaky, hate me, scaring ya. Okie dokie, Oklahoma bomb and blame me. Suspect unknown, stereotype and name me. Then you wonder why we extremists. We dealing with a nation run by demons, concocting devious government bodies. FUCK, all your DEAs and FEMAs. Your regime means to steamroll all opposing themes. Those with melanin and genes always considered a away team. Foreign policies transform into broken promises. Can't even fathom exactly what honest is. Dirty rotten scoundrels dispense the cruel. Promised blacks 40 acres and a mule. All they got was 40 ounces in a stool. Description of existence, life's a bitch and breathing's for fools. Tragedy rules, inhale gas and choke on toxic fumes. Blue skies tremble at the mercy of gray smoke from fossil fuels. Did we all want chaos to run amok? Living a vampire's life, reality bites and blood sucks till you're zombie-like and just don't give a fuck. But that's all gonna change now. Never exercising their rights, freedom of speech atrophy. Fear of conflict with bully big brother watching breeds apathy. Torture loyal citizens of this wicked system, leaving them with severed tongue. Left free to ring but it never rung. Mute affluent bums, forced rambles of shabby renditions of a national anthem left in shambles. Half-hearted patriotism, parents now slaves to their children. Columbine High School reunion sensationalism. 21 gun megaton atomic salute for this government and its self-destructive attributes. Chickens coming home to roost. This act you call terrorists provide third world populace with ego boost. Aggressions eliminate possibility of truth. Us consider minority, but you comb the streets for new recruits. Uncle Sam and nephews wanna show you what you trained them to do. Stress blue collars in the name of increased tax revenue. Children work their fingers to the bone in sweatshops. Rest at night in mud huts. Adolescent have-nots nourished in economic cell blocks. Acquire nutrition from a well-developed in God we trust. Bloodlust, they claw, scratch, and scrape for scraps. Asthma grips and grabs, hold their breath with iron grasp until their lungs collapse. Sick and tired, choosing lesser of two evils and battered by booby traps. Behemoth industrial complex shall be made simpler. The world ends with a bang as you whimper. My reasons for doing this are noble. The grievances of my people must be made vocal. This global community cursed with the same destiny of Chernobyl. Under their fearful breaths they sing songs of freedom. Each individual aware the greater good supersedes them. A powerful peace comes over your grand cities. Rebels in the trenches doing the dirty work with hands shitty. No sympathy from a feast, though the oppressed will never grant pity. Beware, be cautious. Armed forces weakened by heavy losses. Police departments blown to bits with countless grenade tosses. Poisonous chemicals spewing from faucets got the upper class feeling nauseous. Nuclear winter, the coldest equalizer. Racist power structure, destabilizer. What if the wretched victims of imperialism were to rise up? The ignorant were to wise up. Underground radiation shelters to quickly use supplies up. New world order conspirators break their ties up. Revolutionaries organized, cross their T's and dot their I's up. The greatest opposition to liberty was sized up. Flip the earth like a coin, hope for the right side up. Self-defeated, suicide down, war criminal, homicide up. Global warming, melt polar caps and raise the tide up. What would you do? Time's up. retaliation, the growing pains of progress suffered by great nations. I oppose a nameless, faceless nemesis. Anger grows in the throes of foes. I seek an end to this, identify the villain. Retaliation, the growing pains of progress suffered by great nations. Great nation, great nation, great nation, great nation, great nation.
Yeah, thanks, man, for the door. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, keep going.
Gather round, gather round, gather round. Let me hip you squares, right, squares, right, just course of action, you might be able to take it. Real simple, real simple.
Can I explain what I gotta explain? I bet you I'ma spit you off with some shit you've never heard in your life. You don't think so? So check it.
Dedicated to those poor, unfortunate victims of global wealth disproportionate, socioeconomic pyramid contortionists, those true grit visionaries supporting this. Victory comes from the sounds of genuine laughter. After the blood-sucking bastards face disaster, change must come and soon will. Surviving this doom-filled, dynamite daddy warbucks, Annie get your gun baby, boom kill. Off to war you go, embark on the savage odyssey. Indoctrinated with the stolen property philosophy, believe in this technologically advanced society without piety. The blood of the young sustain this economy. The few, the proud, silence those who fight back too loud. Imbue the crowd with false hopes of a new now. Superficial prosperity, sacrificial cow. To you they bow and worship. The flag waves in clouds of curses. Leeches increase their wealth in cloud and fatten their purses. Suckle the babes with venom, that's what true commerce is. It's the skirmish between the true purpose, TP versus the monstrous big top merchant circus. Tag teaming alongside the soulless churches, protected by the military who lurches, prepared to discipline the peasant workers with odds to their favor. Armed with the God who never saves us. How do you propose we oppose such strong foes with weapons more powerful than a million crossbows and arrows? Among their ranks mutiny grows. I suppose the mindless consumers finally chose to come to a crossroads. Fill the void with unlikely heroes. Every one of us is heroes. Fill the void with unlikely heroes.
Third world, third eyes locked down with 3 M's. Triangular attack mode, make sure you see them. Missionary, mercantile, military. 3 M's the cornerstone for the pyramid visionaries. Third world, third eyes locked down with 3 M's. Triangular attack mode, make sure you see them. Missionary, mercantile, military. 3 M's the cornerstone for the pyramid visionaries.
There are protesters at the end of 6th Avenue and Haven Park Block, so you be let out right in the middle of the protests. I recommend you stay here if you can.
The opening session is still postponed. I called and asked for an immediate update. They said to relax, put your feet up, go to your hotel room, relax, have lunch, until the situation is safer out there.
Third world, third eyes locked down with 3 M's. Triangular attack mode, make sure you see them. Missionary, mercantile, military. 3 M's the cornerstone for the pyramid visionaries. Third world, third eyes locked down with 3 M's. Triangular attack mode, make sure you see them. Missionary, mercantile, military. 3 M's the cornerstone for the pyramid visionaries.
The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. It's inevitable unless we get a hold.
Coasting with a sympathetic motion, he approach holding a vile expression of pile attention, no familiar foe, so I dialed apprehension. Imperfected, disconnected from coherent thought transmissions, he began to mention his beyond human physical ability, his partial inability to feel. He painted a tear beneath his eye that seemed so real. His cry detained by time, but soon time will heal. Latex flesh cover cold metal beginning to peel. I metal then settled inside data banks. Spit over the plank, in odds of free fall, searching for thanks. Some kind of gratitude, my species created you. Mary Shelley's concoction said he had no option. His predecessors obsolete, artificially inseminated Mother Nature. Now must accept defeat at the feet of this new breed. My kind is weak, so I plead to be saved. Hovering through the stargate he relayed. What then when the hardware you enslaved develops a conscience and acts brave? What then when the hardware you enslaved develops a conscience and acts brave? Tell me. I know what.
The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. It's inevitable unless we get a hold. The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. It's inevitable unless we get a hold.
Worship of a digital god, the central processing unit processing our lives. Is it progress or regression? Please reply in time. Redemption for a pension decline. My credit history does not exist, therefore they say that I'm non-existent. Although my history's rich, indigenous to the rigorous myths. Pentium chips with nano chips, no heart blips. Swing it from corporate rhymes, wristlet. Witness every keystroke increases Sam's chokehold. The organic landscape forcefully rolls. Environmentalists fold. No safety net they get. I bet most tobacco cores won't go the length. Committed to HSN, the affluence of stricken family unit gangbang by propaganda. Proper consuming manners to be accepted. Accepted is something I write when playgrounds echo the swift movement of bikes. Chains of kids that play rusty swings, a desolate sight all day. Outdoor activities performed through virtual reality. Is it okay? Who's to blame? Us, okay? As if enraged, telepathic minded will invade our terrain frame by frame. Get offline, reclaim your lifeline, keep the savage tame.
I'm not a cyborg, man. What do you expect? Damn.
The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. The CPU you once owned now owns you. It's inevitable unless we get a hold.
Brundle and plexus. Hold detectors bound to kill the excess. Technology. Vows to W. Bush killer will abolish technology. Algorithm.
We can rocket men to the moon. We can cook our chicken in shake and bake bags and our vegetables in their own butter, sauce inside a sturdy plastic bag. We now have computers that can accomplish in 1 second what the 1955 computer needed 11 hours for. Think about that for a moment. We now have computers that can accomplish in 1 second what the 1955 computer needed 11 hours for. Think about that. 1 second, 11 hours. Think about that. 1 second, 11 hours, 11 hours. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that.
I gotta figure this all out. Get all this pressure, job, family. It don't make sense. Everything's putting no strain on. Why am I pacing? What is this? Messing me up, right? I'm gonna get I'm losing my hair, Balding. What is gotta make sense.
A
poet of the streets who struggles with his own derangement. The meek skeleton remains under the pavement. Made my peace with God, we've made an arrangement. He won't interfere in my affairs, provided I make truthful statements. That translates into people's feelings dead by the wayside. Bruised egos remain when I slay pride. No faith in the masses, y'all won't see me stage dive. This type of solitude play Van Gogh to hear in mono. Multiple personalities second guess themselves in squabble. A heart encased in cold metal. A stubborn demeanor that makes the bold settle. Bare feet scented with the fragrance of rose petals. Russian roulette with 5 shots. Soon I'll be at peace with the stress I've got. This revolver's mine, this revolver shines. Irrational logic of the faulted kind. This bun right here's the prince and the pauper combined. This peasant rich spirited, this prince inconsiderate. Divine, this enchanted genius illiterate. This so-called life must get rid of it. Stop bothering me. I can't take this anymore. Emotions bottled up too long. This means war. Something must be wrong with all my vitals at the norm. I guess that's what life has in store. Detox these feelings, the floodgates outpour. I can't take this anymore. Emotions bottled up too long. This means war. Something must be wrong with all my vitals at the norm. I guess that's what life has in store. Detox these feelings, the floodgates outpour. While the sun's in the coma, the moon envies. Happy ball of fire never sees the bowels of hell empty. Into the streets, the glowing orb, jealous of the warmth and the heat. The witness from above never feels peace. He sees in the dead of night altar boys molested by priests. Pious men behind closed doors cuddle close with the beast. Battered wives raped on bloody sheets. Innocent men of color slaughtered by police. Neglected children starving and thirsty drink tears as they weep. Corrupt lawyers on the edge overdose and they sleep. Addicts so far gone rehab clinic gave them release. Neighbors gossip about each other when the fake smile cease. Grave robbers seek wealth when they steal from deceased. Possessive pimp creeps smack their prostitute freaks. Evil industry dispose of toxic waste with leaks. Betrayed public trust politician lies through his teeth when he speaks. The sanity of citizens fully decreased. Superstition dictates the mind of the weak. And they all got the gall to blame it all on the full moon. Darkness consumes but the sun awakens soon. Good morning, good morning. I find myself drowning in shallow cup as half-empty symbolism. Yoko Ono stank puss growth stunted by simple jism. Shame held them captive. Lack of love full of lust kept them active. Fleetwood Mac in these phrases. Though in my own way emotional laxative releases rages. Relations go through phases. Nothing new to pseudo Bible banger Jezebel Magdalene. Her shoulders pinned up against stone wall outside the club handling. Strange private parts she just met over a couple of drinks babbling. Then she got the balls to show up to a Sunday cult church gathering. Hypocrites to the highest power. Slice of lime and a drink to remind her about a bit of life going sour. Where's the redeeming quality? Living life in the fast lane, losing control of velocity. A bratty little girl sees you as role model, what an atrocity. Two women with bad self-images do what they know best to raise a child. One lives a life of a life blessed all while the other roams comatose in the carcass used as a mobile sperm bank for any time they can hang. The little girl ain't got a chance. I wanna be just like you. I can't take this anymore. Emotions bottled up too long. This means war. Something must be wrong with all my vitals at the norm. I guess that's what life has in store. Detox these feelings, the floodgates outpour.
Welcome.
Of what happened to the women and children in that country during this midnight invasion.
The invasion was swift, intense, economic sanctions were stepped up, and additional troops were dispatched.
At least, in the honest words of a thief, I took it.
Forced to conform to the will of the oppressors. This shiny gold you sought never really impressed us. We the savage defend against civilized aggressors. The children of the lesser, broken spirits meant to oppose foreign transgressors. Native and loincloth bearing gifts taken as I've seen gesture. Spanish conquest comes from emaciated pale skin creeps. Shallow men void of love is the company sin keeps. Throughout the years we've come to overstand political science. Sovereignty attained through what Cuban alliance. Flags wave similar to to remind us of defiance. Y'all never saw it coming, island nations becoming giants. Globalization, non-compliance, genocide to Indian tribes. Si bonita y no Hathaway mines. Lotita flecha got arrows flying. God, you must hear my cries. This slain son of yours make them thirst for our heathen demise. Convince them shame and also wise. Even if we decide to hide our hides and our animal hides, we are not savage. We verbalize in a different language. Our land's ravished, us in poverty, them living lavish. Why does it continue? Indigenous people consider below average.
Consider it dishonorable not to reply when attacked.
The dominance of a people powered by the sun, chased and hunted down till the land is overrun. Action added to the adage, we shall overcome. Spear must pierce flesh quicker than soldier's gun. Relax, relate, release, scream, attack, debase, the beast, dream. His nightmare filled with guerrilla rebels. Death is a blessing given to these devils. Bendición.
Llena de sangre, una espada clavada en el alma de la tierra. Con huella española ellos no llegaron solas con la de corporaciones, naciones fascistas, materialistas, violando la isla que grita con cáncer en los riñones. Su habitante amático pecando peces que no hace burbuja por meses. Quítense los lentes, enfoque. Vamos a hacer ejercicios militares con químicos tóxicos que maten el instante en el patio de la Casa Blanca. La casa del narcotráfico, qué trágico Lola. El mundo se ha vuelto calle luna, calle sola. Agarra tu pistola, ve con Juanito Alemania, no vayas sola. Dile que el día de la suerte viene ante la muerte y roba. Documento clasificado de la Agencia Central de Inteligencia y explota. Tramite vía radio rebelde, la gente que se vende por $1 le cortamos la lengua y el bembe. Entienden, quieren que nos quedemos ignorantes sin educación. Recuerden el masacre de Panamá, los miles de personas que mataron, afusilaron y nos enseñaron por televisión. El grupo 8 está involucrado en asuntos más profundos que un tonto sin fondo. ¿Qué somos? Busquen los macheteros, los ojos por dar un machetazo, el brazo de la justicia, la injusticia. Si Latinoamérica se unen rápido como una brisa, mejoramos nuestro estado, el golpe avisa.
The dominance of a people powered by the sun, chased and hunted down till the land is overrun. Action added to the adage, we shall overcome. Spear must pierce flesh quicker than soldier's gun. Relax, relate, release, scream, attack, debase, the beast, dream. His nightmare filled with guerrilla rebels. Death is a blessing given to these devils. Bendición. The dominance of a people powered by the sun, chased and hunted down till the land is overrun. Action added to the adage, we shall overcome. Spear must pierce flesh quicker than soldier's gun. Relax, relate, release, scream, attack, debase, the beast, dream. His nightmare filled with guerrilla rebels. Death is a blessing given to these devils. Bendición. You ever notice how some of these people, they just kind of just run around in circles, never really getting anywhere, but they think they are, you know? So I just wrote this verse right quick, just a little something to speak to them in their own way, something they just might understand how you word it. You gotta know how to speak to these cats. These tunes we perform be only a score for ritual endured when we uphold the pure cure humanity. The all-time great ungifted, needing presence in the present to lift it. Spiritual growth, the breath away but still resisted. These thoughts valid for our time. This flame shines, it's aimed to inspire before we expire. Hear psalms happily sung by the angels choir. Fire back, don't let the escalator backfire. A man born to fight reckless for his ideals. Food for thought, deep concentration, struggle for the meals. Never at odds with what my gut feels. I rush to my destiny with the speed of the wings on Mercury's heels. It gets me to move swiftly. Chances of success 50-50. Cut corners off these squares and give them 360. The ills of society are in us. We the sinners looking for someone to forgive us. In a wicked world hoping our children outlive us. Some offspring meet the doctor's saber and never the cradle. Homicide committed in prenatal. Most crime stories end as a death fable. Seth P. Mortician, magician, musician whose music is fatal. Realm disciples struggle with the mud in the soul. Our code stares are bold. I relate to the book of Job. Claw my way to the apex on knees and elbows. Such thoughts terrifies those who never chose to think with such imagination. This is liberation. Poison in the rat race, Pavlovian salivation, rabid slobbering salvation of mice and men. Save yourselves. No old man is from cloud is gonna come down and save you. You pray all day if you want. Bruised knees just like a prostitute. Just imagine a whole bunch of rats shackled, running around in some type of maze. Brothers have no idea what they're doing. Just trying to get a little cheese, a little cheddar. Whatever the slang term is now. Crabs, macaroni, Dr. Faustus, Seth P. Brundle, Plexo, yo, Plex, what the fuck are you doing?
Plexo!